Greetings. I want to speak to you concerning the strangest secret in the world and what you need to know concerning the strangest secret. Now, the strangest secret in the world was narrated by a man by the name of All Nightingale. And there's something I want you to take away from listening to what he's saying, especially as a melanated person, one who been raised to believe that the Bible is literal and secular history that is pointing you to look outwardly. I want you to listen to the strangest secret in the world, and I want you to find the exact timing where he mentioned that the carpenter of Galilee would have told you the secret time and time and time again. But he states that very few people understand it. That is why it remains a secret. Also, you would hear him say that wise men from since the dawn of time knew the same secret. Yet, he tells you it is not really a secret. But because so few people really grasp it and understand it, that is why it still remains a secret. So basically, what I'm trying to say to you is that if you're a melanated person and you've been raised to believe in secular Christianity that is pointing you to look outwardly, that is what has been giving you the results that All Nightingale is speaking about in the strangest secret, where he says that only about, say, 1% really know the truth, which means 99% of people do not know who they are. They do not know their power, and they do not know how to use their power. That is why he says that if you understand what I'm going to tell you from here on, your life would change for good. And so, my brother and my sisters, when you realize that everything is mental and everything is psychological, and that everything was for us a thought, everything was for us an idea, everything was for us imagine, then you will understand where you are really brainwashed and how you are brainwashed. You see, there are two kinds of people in the world. They are the borrowers and they are the lenders. Okay? The borrowers believe they know everything. Most of the time, the borrowers, they have some form of religious or superstitious mentality. They have some sort of mentality of lack. They have some sort of mentality of limitation. They have doubt, they have fear, they have guilt, they have shame, they have condemnation, and all these other negative traits follow their life. Also, you find that they have generational causes that have been passed down to them through their psyche, through the way they think. For example, poor people teach their children to become poor. Middle class people teach their children to become middle class. Rich people teach their children to become rich. Okay? So there are different states of mind or states of consciousness. So the rich man, the poor man, the beggar man, the thief is one mind, but just different arrangement of that same mind. Now, let me bring everything that I'm saying to one conclusion. This is the conclusion. All the self-help teachers and all the self-improvement teachers, motivational speakers, spiritual teachers, all innovators, inventors, all these people, they are using one power, and you have that power. Also, if you listen to Caucasian people, you will realize that they are taking the language of symbology that is hidden in the Bible, that is keeping you in mental slavery. They hide it in another way and teaching it in another way that is very hard for you to understand. That is why when someone like me comes to teach you what the strangest secret is all about, I have to clear your mind first and let you know it's not just about manifesting things and getting things in the world. And the reason why most people think so is because they have a mentality of lack. Because they believe that something was taken away from them, not knowing that something is always within them, but their belief system have been blocking it. So it's very much harder for a melanated person to grasp certain teachings, though it is available to them, because all of these teachings are available on the internet. But for a melanated person, you have to get rid of all of the courses first. You have to get rid of all of the teachings that was handed down to you first. Don't just seek to get wealth or get certain things in this life first. Seek to know first that your real identity is your divinity. And most of all, get rid of secular Christianity that's pointing to look outwardly. Because every time you call on Jesus and believe Jesus to be a literal man who existed thousands of years ago, you're worshipping the image of another race. You're worshipping an image that was given to you to keep you in a slave mind, to keep you in doubt and fear and guilt and shame and condemnation. That is why it's called religion. So get rid of your religious mindset if you want to listen to the strangest secret and understand it and implement the things that he's saying with the right understanding and get results in your life. I'm saying to you, listen to it and find the place where he said that the carpenter of Galilee. When he said the carpenter of Galilee, he's not talking about no man who existed 2,000 years ago, you know. He said, tell us the secret over and over and over again, but very few people get it. You see, the Bible is a book of mind science. It must be interpreted metaphysically and esoterically. It must be understood psychologically. You must understand that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. It doesn't matter how much money you get in this world. If you still have that Christianity mentality, still believe in the Jesus and Mary story, you're an idiot. And you're going to die an idiot with that kind of belief. So my brother and my sister, you need true freedom. More than anything else, you need freedom. Because when you become free and you emancipate yourself from mental slavery, you're going to help the rest of your generation. So generation after generation, they will have access to your wisdom, to your knowledge. And you would set a place for them whereby they will never find themselves any longer in any form of mental slavery. So with that being said, my brother and sisters, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me, what I'm saying, if it really makes sense to you, if it really resonates with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram, you like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at Black Mad Guru. And I will also encourage you to get my latest book, which is called The Secret Vagina, Mystery of the Virgin Birth. And this is where I'm showing you how you can bring forth on the psychological level. You can bring forth on the spiritual level. But they only teach you to bring forth on the physical level. So people only know about bringing forth through sex. But they don't know it in the psychological way. They do not know it in the spiritual way. And the reason for that is because they were taught to believe the Bible from one level, which is only the physical level. But it must be taught on all three levels: the physical, the psychological, and the spiritual. Okay? So I'll encourage you to get that book plus Spiritual Recipe for Better Living, and all my other books that are available, such as Meditate to Eradicate Poverty, Your Mood is Your Fortune, How to Turn Water into Wine, and so on. Okay, but you check them out for your own self. Also, if you haven't become a part of my Patreon community and you feel strongly led to do so, I'll definitely encourage you to follow your intuition. Also, for those who are donating $20 or more, you have access to my course that is called The Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And along with that is a bonus course on self-concept. And that's why I'm teaching that the sun, as in the S-U-N, it parallels the human imagination. And the human imagination parallels the sun. For without the sun, there's no life and there's no light. And without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. And they switched the sun as the S-U-N of God and give you a S-O-N of God. But no S-O-N could ever exist unless there first be the S-U-N. So, learn to take back your power. But just before I leave you, I just want to remind you to make sure that you check out all of the links that are down below and let your intuition lead you and guide you into what to do. So that being said, I just want to say peace, love you all, I'm out.